Hi guys, how are you? Well, as you know, Ursula's back with some motivation. I really feel impressed to talk about motivation, inspiring yourself, loving yourself. This is the new outfit I got from Ross Dress for Less, so let's get this party started with this. Super comfortable. These shorts, super comfortable. Everybody always wants to see before we start. They're a perfect length. I also will have a shorts showing you this outfit as well, so have no fear. Fashion shows are here to stay. You guys, I'm on this amazing self-healing, amazing journey. And it is all about learning to love myself. You know, I've been on here and I've been super confident, and I have shared things that most people have never ever shared in their entire life, like, for instance, my behind the scenes Ursula videos. If you want that, I'll go to my Instagram, fantasycurvystyle, and it's right there on the top of my bio. So anyway, I do things that normal people don't do at my age. What is my age? 54. What does that look like? It looks like me. I just went and got my hair did today. I just got the highlights. I was debating, should I go gray? Should I just let it be? And then, you know, it gets in that stage where it's like looking so nasty that I'm like, I'm too young for that. Because you guys, when you take care of yourself and when you're on this healthy self-love journey, you pay attention to details about yourself. You pay attention to what feels good and what doesn't feel good, and you start to just follow your path of peace. Now listen, you may piss a lot of people off in the process of taking care of yourself, learning to love yourself, listening to the voice inside, getting still. There are times that we are separated from people for a reason. Times that on our self-growth to where we're just like, oh, I don't want to be separated anymore. I just want to be around people. I want to be around people. I want to be around people. And sometimes it's like a kid like throwing a tantrum like, why am I separated from people right now? Why am I single right now? But what I'm learning, I'm reading, I'm learning, I'm diving deep into myself. And what I'm learning is if we are not isolated for a short period of time on our self-healing journey, we do not listen to that still, small voice that is inside of each one of us. How many of us are so busy working and slaving and, oh, I feel like I have to sneeze. Woo! Sometimes they come in threes and sometimes they come in ones. Today that's coming in a one. But how many of us are working and slaving and doing what we have to do to provide a roof over our head, and then going home to marriages, maybe we're happy, maybe we're not, maybe we've got kids, maybe we've got, you know, dinner to make and this and that, and there's no time to sit back and just listen to that still small voice inside. Now for years, even when I was raising my kids, I knew that there was an inner child, and I knew that there was a voice inside myself, and I knew that she was crying out saying, hear me, because I lost my voice for so many years. I gave my power away. How many of us give our power away to be in relationships because we're afraid to be alone? That was me for many years. until I got tired. And there's something that happens when you hit your 50s, ladies, men. You get tired, and all of a sudden you don't have the energy that you once had to put into everybody else. And there's something that happens called menopause, called not enough energy, whatever it is, that finally you wake up and you say, enough is enough. If not now, then when? And that's what happened to me when I turned 50. It was like this epiphany light bulb moment that I knew that I was going to die if I continued to stay in my marriage. I just knew it. I had already had breast cancer in my 40s. Anytime we're holding on to that stress and that pain, and we're trying to make relationships work, and we're trying to make jobs that we're not designed to do work, and we're afraid to color outside the lines because your dad was an engineer and your whatever was an engineer and you're supposed to be an engineer, and or whatever it is, that's just an analogy. And you follow the path of other people. Anytime you follow the path of other people, it will only be to your demise. Eventually it will catch up to you if you listen. I listened. I started listening to the voice within myself. And the voice within myself says, run, free, be free. Start over at 50. You got this, girl. Sign everything to your husband and start over. Well, that's a scary thought, right? Sign everything over to my husband and start over at 50? What? How am I going to be able to do this? But I promise you, if you listen to the desires of your heart and you slow down enough to listen to that still, small voice inside of yourself that says, you got this. And even if you have to go scared, you go and you go and you don't look back. Do you know? I never, ever, ever missed my ex-husband. Never. Not one day. Because in that marriage, I had to live for him, not myself. As long as I did everything for him and sacrificed myself, then I could be in that marriage. But when you keep doing that year after year after year after year, and you keep telling that child inside of yourself, she's not important, and her words don't matter, and her feelings don't matter, and her thoughts don't matter, and nothing she says matters, and your whole life is, it doesn't, shush, you've been shushed your whole life. Every time you do that, a piece of you dies inside of yourself. And then it starts to show. And then all of a sudden you start getting inflamed and you start having hysterectomies and fibroids and cancer, and because it's coming out somewhere. And stress becomes this trauma mass inside your body that comes out in diseases, in cancer, and sometimes it even kills you. So I want to dedicate the rest of my life to give you as much knowledge as possible, to let you know that if you're in a bad marriage, if you're in a job you hate, whatever it is, have the courage to choose you and start doing the action steps. I started this business. I started YouTube even though people were making fun of me. I started my behind the scenes work with my bikini ball workouts and all of that. And I'm still doing it at 54. Is it the greatest job in the world that I have to show my bikinis online and do that? To me, I've had my ups and downs. I mean, I've cried over it. Like, I don't want to do this anymore. And I know that when I'm supposed to stop, I'll stop. And I know that there will be an answer on what's next. And I don't have to lose sleep about it anymore. I can give the universe or God the milk. I can give them my troubles and my worries. I can train myself every single day that when the negative thoughts come up and the past comes up, that I can stop it and say, God, I give you the milk, or universe, I give you the milk, whatever you believe in. The load is too heavy for me to carry. So here you go. And then I can go in the mirror and I can say, today is going to be a fabulous day. Ursula, you are beautiful. And even if I don't believe it at first, you are beautiful. And no matter what, I got you. And I am not going to hurt you anymore. I am going to protect you and keep you safe. And I am going to love you like you deserve to be loved. And you are the queen that you deserve to be. And your voice matters. And you're not going to be shushed anymore for the rest of your life. And then you move forward, and it seems weird at first. And the reason I talk about this a lot is because I, on this lifestyle channel, want you to understand everything I'm going through, because I have this platform for a reason. Yeah, many of you men are here to say, oh my God, girl, wow, you look amazing, or you whatever, and I appreciate that. Because I do work hard on myself, and there's nothing wrong with that. And for a while I was like, oh, this is a lot, I don't know how to take this, and am I in my ego, and what's going on? And I just realizes that I'm a woman that's just doing the best I can, living my life to my fullest potential. And it starts with me and ends with me. And even if you have to go through this life alone, you're still better off than being in an abusive situation. That, do you know that when I was in that relationship with that younger guy, I'm not going to say names, my hair, I was so stressed out that, and because I was bleaching it and I wore extensions for a while, it wouldn't grow. If you're in a relationship and you're so stressed because you're putting on the work, the extra work to make the meals, the extra work to go on 4-hour hikes, and you're constantly thinking that you need to give more to be in a relationship, it's only going to damage your health. I now know that I come with enough. I'm enough. Even if I sit there like the queen that I am, I'm enough. I don't have to prove myself. I don't have to try to kill myself to keep up with a relationship. I don't deserve to be in the background and have them take off without me, and then come home, and then after that 4 hour of death, come home and make them a full course meal. For what? Or to have relations with them and then afterwards I'm hungry. What? Women, how much are we going to sacrifice before we wake up? You're enough. You're the whole package. And the more you realize that, the better your life becomes. And it doesn't come easy. It's baby steps. People say, Ursula, you're still single? Yes, I'm still single. And it's fabulous because you know why? I wake up whenever I want. I eat whenever I want. I go to the gym whenever I want. I get the color of hair that I want. I have the hairstyle that I want. I listen to the voice inside myself that directs me on the next path of my life. I have direction. I have purpose. My hair is growing again. This is all natural hair. She said, there's no split ends. How much do you want me to cut off? And I said, just the split ends. She says, there's no split ends. Your hair is healthy. What? At 54, it's still growing. Because I took the toxic people out of my life. And I continue to choose Ursula day after day after day. And you may piss a lot of people off by doing this. And that's okay, because the one thing I know for sure, the people that are for you will never walk away. The people that are only with you in an attachment style because of what you have to give them. And when you take away the stuff to give them and then they walk away because you no longer are going to give your energy, your money, your time, because you're not getting it reciprocated back, that's okay. That's okay. Because your tribe and your people will come in time, in due time. But you have to get to a place in your life to where even if you have to spend the rest of your life alone, it's better off. You're better off. Even if you have to live in a tiny home, you're better off, because you don't have to compromise your words, your spirit, or anything that's of value to you. You don't have to have your inner child in there hiding and miserable because you are not choosing yourself. So I'm here to tell you, on a self-healing journey, it's not easy, and I don't know what the future holds. All I know is that one day at a time, I'm feeling better and better and better each day. I'm feeling safer. I'm feeling more confident. My weight is just going to drop off because I no longer have to hold on to that energy of the weight protecting me. And I implement the great things for myself, the healthy food, the gym time, the walks, all the stuff, and the mental stimulation, the books, the learning, the education, and whatever path may come my way. I am in preparation time right now. So just know that if you're alone today and you feel like, now what? You're in preparation for something amazing. There are chosen ones. The ones that are going to do amazing things in this world have usually always been alone for a season of time, because they were to get prepared and to get ready for what's next. And so I invite you, by listening to this, I invite you to listen to yourself today. And I know, man, you're going to be like, what? I don't got time to listen to myself. I work 12-hour days and I come home, da-da-da-da-da. Well, it's your choice. But if you take away the alcohol, you take away the drugs, and you take away all the addictions, and you just go inward and you cry it out, and you figure out what kind of life you want, then and only then can you have your dream life. And so I invite you to find your dream life and to find your purpose, because we all have a purpose here. And it's not to be negative and mean and hateful. It's to be in love with yourself and with life and light and shining moons and stars and sun and rainbows and crashing waves of water and wind blowing trees, branches that are just blowing because it doesn't cost money to be happy. Your freedom is free. So I invite you to take a look at your life today. Are you living a great life? Are you loving your life? Are there things that you need to change? Put in the comments below if this helped you today, because I know even if it helps one person, then I did my job for the day. So I love you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for joining. Thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing. And of course, more fashion shows and pool times and, you know, Ursula, whatever quirky thing she wants to post here does. But I just love you so much, and I just wanted to share this message with you today. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. And as always, you will always feel better after watching me than you did before. And do what you love what you do, and never, ever care. Who cares, baby? Because I promise you, at the end of the day, haters gonna hate and lovers are gonna love.